Good para mí. Dame. I think I would prefer to do this myself.
All right, hold it. Don't move, any of you.
This is Search for Tomorrow.
Your men make one move. You're the first to go. Now tell them that.
You are warning me? One man with one gun is warning me and all the men in my camp?
No, just you. Because you're the one I'm going to blow away.
Imbecile. Fool. We will be burying you in a minute.
And it's going to be your funeral, too. Because if I go, you're going with me. Now tell him. Or right through the heart, Miguel. Right through the heart.
One hand, maybe, but you will lose the game. How can you think you can get away in this jungle? Where is there for you to go? And you? You wouldn't go 10 feet before you could fall over, huh?
We don't lose any sleep over it, Comandante. We'll find our way out of here.
Susie, I want you to start. Just run. Go out in that direction. Just start running.
Take off.
We'll catch up.
Go! Go! Maldito, cógelo.
Traidor! Pig! The gun was empty! ¡Llama a los otros! ¡Vamos, rápido! I will come after you with many men and many guns. You will not get away from me!
Comandante!
¿Qué pasa?
There's big trouble. There's a government patrol and they're coming this way.
No puede ser. Soldiers of the government, that's impossible!
Comandante, I have seen them. Many, many men.
Then we must let the Americans go. Tell the men not to chase them. Levanta el campamento. ¡Vamos!
Yes,
¡Vamos! Too bad. Too bad. Well, we do not need to kill them. The jungle will do the job for us.
Look, Lee, being on schedule is just fine with me. It doesn't mean anything to me to go ahead of schedule if it means that you're going to work all these extra hours.
Travis, I really don't mind. I mean, it's not like I really have anywhere else to put all these extra hours these days.
Well, you might find some place or someone if you weren't putting all of your energies into Sunburst.
Hi.
Hi there.
Am I interrupting?
No, as a matter of fact, you're not interrupting at all. You just saved me from one of your husband's lectures about working too hard, if you can believe that.
No, I didn't think anyone worked harder than my husband. I'm sorry. You know what? I am interrupting. I can come back.
Darling, Lee and I have just finished. Well, did Sonny get in all right?
I guess she did. Dane and I went to the hangar to meet her, but she'd already come and gone.
Yeah, if I know Sonny, she's probably not feeling so good right now. I think she had her hopes up of finding everybody on there. Listen, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get back to work so that we stay ahead of schedule. Good to see you. Stop in tomorrow.
Coffee?
No. No, thank you. I think it was very nice of you to send the company plane for Sonny.
Well, I'm glad you approve. We've been asked to be well thought of again.
Do you think I had stopped doing that?
Hadn't well thought of.
Do you think I had stopped doing that? Does it matter to you how I feel?
Of course it does. What kind of question is that? Liza, I don't like what's happening between you and me.
I don't either.
Then let's do something about it.
Rusty, I know a lot of it is probably my... I mean, I know I've been difficult with the bad sunburst, but... No! I hope you understand that. It's because I love you so much. I love our marriage, and I don't want anything to happen to you or to what we have between us.
Liza, I love you too. I think we want the same things. You know what I think we need?
What?
To go out together, the two of us, alone.
I can't begin to imagine what that would be like. What about your father?
Oh, I think my father can fend for himself for one evening. What do you say? We'll get a quiet table in the corner of the riverboat. I'll take off work a little early, okay?
I'd like that a lot.
Liza?
Hello, Aja.
I came by to remind you we have to go over these stats tonight. I'll put them on your desk and come back later.
The stats, I forgot all about it. That'll have to wait till another night. I have special plans this evening.
Travis, you can't wait. We have to have them ready for the staff meeting tomorrow.
Well, I just decided that we're going to put it off till next week.
It can't wait that long. It's too important.
All right. Then we'll have a special staff meeting on Thursday. We'll go over the stats tomorrow night, because tonight is not a good idea. Tonight, I'm going to take my wife out to dinner. Had a lot to go with.
Ringo, I want to ask you a couple questions.
Want a drink?
I don't want to drink. I have some more practical things I'd like to talk about.
Such as?
All right? Look, I don't like having to talk about money at a time like this, but I have to.
What money? Warrants?
Yeah. I figure my brother made a lot of money in his life, and there must be several places he must have put it, right? A bank account, bonds, stocks. What I want to know is, does he have a lawyer or an accountant that he used to work with?
Warren didn't trust anybody but himself. But, that's not the point.
What do you mean?
Well, I hate to bring this up, but we both know what a high roller Warren was. How much he liked to spend cash. Top-of-the-line merchandise. Style doesn't come cheap.
Yeah, Warren was a big spender.
Well, he did all right by you. Set you up pretty good.
Okay, so what you're saying is there probably isn't any money left, right?
Well, I can't say probably. Where Warren is concerned, he may have stashed some dough someplace, or made some investments, or bought some real estate. I don't know.
Well, do you think it's going to turn up?
Who knows? Also, he had a bundle riding on that last big deal, you know.
I'll tell you, things don't look too hopeful right now.
Well, Kristen, like people say, there's a silver lining. Sometimes you gotta know where to look for it. Sometimes it's not in the most obvious place.
Meaning what, Ringo?
When you lose a friend, you have to find another one. Sometimes that's not easy. But then again, a new friend may be nearer than you think.
Like maybe right beside me?
Why not? I just want to help.
Yeah. Look, I don't want your help. Because I'm not so sure you're not the reason that Warren's dead.
What are you talking about? I had nothing to do with that plane crash.
I'm not so sure you didn't just leave him behind in the jungle to die, Ringo.
What do you mean? I wouldn't do a thing like that. I cared about
Oh,
Warren.
yeah? Tell me about it. Go ahead.
What kind of shape you think people are in when the plane they're flying in just falls and hits the ground, huh?
You look in fine shape to me.
Yeah, well, it was a miracle.
Oh.
That's right. Because usually when you try to crawl out of a crash like that, if you're alive, you're lucky. Then you got to worry about the plane going up.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Santel told you how a plane could blow very quickly under conditions like that. Well, this happened to be true, because it did. I didn't have time to save anybody but me.
All right, fine. All right, maybe that's how it happened.
It did happen like that. Look, I've been through a lot, and I don't want you putting me through anymore. I wanted to try and find a way to make you feel better, that's all. I kept telling you that bubble of yours was gonna break, and it have to turn to somebody. Well, it did.
Yo, thanks a lot. You don't have to remind me about it.
Yes, I do. You're all alone now, baby. And you need help. Now, maybe if you treated me right, change, I'd forget about all those lousy things you've been saying to me and all those insults you've been heaving my way.
Get your hands off me. And you get one thing straight right now. I'm in a pretty lousy position right now, but I'd have to be a lot worse off before I ever turned to slime like you for help.
Slime? Huh? Now, let me tell you something. You got any more wise cracks to lay on me, huh? Because if you do, you just remember that your big brother ain't around to protect you anymore. Now, I want you out of my hotel suite. You understand, before I decide to teach you some real respect. Brian? Brian?
I can't.
That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're all tired,
I'm
Brian.
trying to keep up, Susie. I can't.
It's okay.
Let's just rest for a minute.
I can't believe what a miracle it was that you came to get us. Leon was actually going to kill us.
I know.
I was standing there. And I couldn't believe all of this was happening, but I knew we were going to die.
You thought I ran in on you, didn't you?
No.
Yes, you did. But I was afraid to tell you what I was going to do. Afraid you might try to stop me. Or else let on to Miguel what was going on. Susie, you know I never would have left you. I would have come back there. I would have fought them with my bare hands if I had to.
Yeah. But do us a favor, will you? Next time, Carter, don't cut it so close.
Believe me, I didn't mean to. But it took a lot longer than I thought it would to get all the way back to the plane and back.
Plane?
Yeah. I thought I'd be back before they realized I was gone.
Hold on a second, Carter. There wasn't any ammunition for those guns, right?
That's right. It was empty. It was risky, but it was a chance I had to take.
What? I don't understand something. I thought they... Brian was right, wasn't he? There were guns.
Susie.
Brian was right about everything.
Susie, look.
You've been lying to me. You've been lying all along. Denying that you were gun running when that was exactly what you were doing all along.
Okay. Yes, I admit it. There was a party who was very anxious to purchase some guns. That's why Ringo and I were on our way down here to South America. Susie, I was running guns.
Gun running.
Look, but I promise you, it was a one-shot deal. This was going to be the beginning and the end of a career as a guns
runner.
runner.
In the first place?
Because I was talked into it. And oh, I am so sorry that I ever was. But I tell you, I tried, but once I was in it, there was nowhere that I could back out.
No. No, could you? Because you could have been strong enough in the beginning and not done it. Why? Why even do it in the first place, Warren? Just tell me that.
I did it for the money. I did it for you. Susie, this was a chance for me to make a real killing. I could stop traveling all over the world. I could settle down in Henderson with you. Ever since I first fell in love with you, that is the dream that I've been working towards.
Dream. Settling down. How do I know that those aren't just more of your stupid lies?
Oh, no, Susie, I swear to you.
Get away from me! You dare touch me. I don't believe a word you've ever said to me. Not a word, Warren.
Mr. Santel.
With all that hubbub at the airport, we didn't get a chance to talk, Ringo.
Yeah, that was really something, huh? All those people and flashbulbs.
Yeah, and all those explanations that didn't make any sense. Tell me what really happened, Ringo.
What do you mean? What I told them?
Yeah, I heard what you told them. I heard what you told the authorities, Mrs. Wyatt, Sonny Adamson. Now tell me.
Well, what I told them is what happened. What I didn't tell them was Emerson stowed away on a plane, and him and Warren, they got into it, and we lost control of the plane. It went down. Then it went up like a tinderbox. Boom. I got out, they didn't. I wandered around the jungle for days. Somebody found me. I don't know who, but here I am.
What happened to the samples?
Well, I guess they went the way of Warren and the others. Look, I know there's been a setback in the deal, and that's what this is all about.
The deal is off.
Oh. Totally?
Yeah. I had to unload the whole assignment at cost.
Well, at least we got our money back.
Not yet. I reinvested it in another deal in North Africa.
Oh, wait a minute. Some of that dough is mine.
Yeah, I know. You'll get it back, Ringo. With interest. Providing, of course, you're willing to go to work.
I mean, work for you. You serious?
Of course I'm serious.
Doing what?
The usual. Maybe with a few twists. But I promise you one thing. It'll always be interesting.
Money?
You'll eat regularly.
I like to eat well.
You'll eat well.
Huh. Sounds interesting.
Interesting enough to go to work?
Yeah, sure. It's got to be an improvement on Warren. He was going soft.
Yes. But you won't have that problem. I guarantee you. So, you're with me?
Yeah, sure. You can count on it.
Gotta find a straight.
No! Come here, Warren. Stay away from us. We don't need any help from you. We don't need anything from you.
Aja, is Travis around?
Left early.
Oh,
Took his wife out to dinner.
really?
Mm-hmm. We were supposed to work late, but he canceled.
I see.
I wonder if you do. Rusty, they are putting their marriage back together again.
On the basis of one dinner, I doubt that. Liza is what she is. She won't change.
Yes, but maybe Travis wants her that way. Have you ever thought of that?
I've given their whole relationship a great deal of thought.
You mind telling me something, Rusty? Why do you dislike her so much?
I have my reasons.
Yeah, well, I wish I knew what they were. For some reason, I can't get out of my head something you said last week. You said you wanted to see Travis have a son, but it wouldn't happen with this particular wife. Rusty, I know that you think Liza is frivolous and silly.
Aja, it's very simple. Liza does not measure up to the kind of wife my son needs or should have. And you can't tell me you don't feel the same.
Well, there are times when I do, yes. But that doesn't mean that I would ever do anything about it.
What an odd thing to say. Well, I've never asked you to do anything about it.
Oh, yes, you have. Rusty, you forget how long I've known you. Now, I don't know exactly what it is you're trying to do. exactly what it is you're trying to do. But I feel pretty certain that it's me.
Alger, I'd like to put a question to you. Are you telling me that being Mrs. Travis Santel doesn't have the slightest pull for you? Well, just supposing I wanted you to go with these feelings, huh? Just supposing I wanted to help.
Rusty, you are a very intelligent, very clever man. The sort of man that can cause things to happen. Only the problem is there are some things that are beyond even you. Now, Travis and Liza have had a few rough spots lately. But they're a very loyal couple. It is wishful thinking to want them to break up.
Aja, I don't indulge in wishful thinking. And if you know me as well as you think you do, you won't underestimate me.